Hello, 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 hello. So how are you doing? So today I am working on a project that is actually a Mother's Day project. Mother's Day is coming up, so I'm looking at new ideas. So today I'm gonna do a rose, how you say it? A rose shadow box, if that's how you say it. So I have a shadow box. This is a 9x9 shadow box frame. And I have some paper, some construction paper, because they're going to be paper roses that I'm going to cut with my Cricut, and then I'm going to lay them in there. And then on the top of the frame where the glass is at, I'm going to put Mimi and the kids' names, okay? But in this case, it's going to be grandbabies' names. Excuse me. So let's get started. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and cut the flowers out. And I'm not exactly sure how many flowers we are going to need for this project. I will have to tell you at the end of the video once the project is all complete. However, the flowers that I'm making right now are small roses. So I can fit 4 roses per sheet. Okay, so we're cutting some more flowers right now in the background, but this is how it looks once it is all cut out. And once it's cut out, see how it looks? So you're gonna need a little bit of hot glue with this, and you're gonna start off at the tip, not at this part. This part is gonna be your finishing, the way you finish your rose. You're gonna start off at this part of your rose, and you see how it just strings down? And you're going to start just by curling it, just by rolling it into your fingers, just like that, until it's all the way rolled up, and you're gonna see your flower come to life. Some people have a tool to do this. I just find it easier to do it with my fingers. So you don't need a fancy tool unless you want one. Just keep checking on it, making sure that it's all even. The stop card is even. And you just keep rolling. Just keep rolling. We're cutting some more in the background. If you hear the Cricut going off, that's what it is. Because we have a lot of roses to do to fill that thing up. But it's gonna be so pretty when it gets done. I can't wait to see it. I've been wanting to do this project actually for a few months now. Right after I did my niece's, my granddaughter's frame for her bedroom with the roses and everything, I was like, oh wow, I really would love to do this for Mother's Day. And now Mother's Day is here, it's springtime, and I just was like, this is the cutest project to do. Okay, so see, at the end, you just kind of wrap this bottom part where that extra loop is, you put that towards the bottom, and that's where you're gonna need your hot glue to kind of help it stay. But before you do that, you wanna kind of release it a little bit. See? You see how it's kind of coming out more? Release it, let it go before you glue it down. So that way, just look how cute that is. You see how cute it is? You see how cute that is? Once you release it and you let the flower just do its thing, and then you would hot glue this bottom so it all stay together. This is one flower. We have several more to go. I'm not exactly sure, but we're gonna find out how many flowers it takes to fill this 9x9 frame all the way up on the inside. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've already cut 6 sheets of roses, and each sheet contains 4 roses on each sheet. So that is 24 roses. I'm starting to lay out a few roses on the frame. And I'm guessing that we're probably going to need about 36 roses. I'm going to show you 1 second. Let me finish this one up. I'm just rolling it up, just like I said, with my finger, just rolling it around. See how easy that is? Keeping everything together straight, just like this. Then when you get to the end, all you're going to do is just tuck the bottom, and then you're going to release it so the rose could come out. See? Let it come out like that. See? How cute is that? I'm going to just place that down here. Now I'm going to take you off. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. And let me show you what it looks like. You see? So this is what I'm talking about. And I'm thinking I don't have anything glued down, or I don't even have the roses glued together just yet. So this is how it's looking. But you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since it's a perfect square, I'm thinking 6 rows across, 6 rows down. So I got a lot more to do. But let me show you something real quick. I want to show you how I take them off of the cutter. And see, when it comes off, it just comes off just like this. And you could barely see. If you look really close, you could see where the actual cut is, okay? Let me move this out of my way real quick. But you have to be very careful when you peel it off, because once you start peeling this back, it's going to start coming off. The roses, it's going to start coming off, and because this pink mat is sticky, so it's going to want to stick to the pink mat, and you don't want to rip your rose. So when you go to peel it, be very gentle, be very careful. So I normally just go in there and tear around it and let the rose itself kind of just stick. Go ahead, stick yourself to the mat. But I just kind of pull the stuff around it like that. You see that? And then what I'll do is, once I got the actual outer part up, I'll show you 1 second. Once I got the outer part up like that, then I focus on the inner piece. So the inner piece is just taking it up like that and very gently pulling it, because you don't want to rip your rose. You see how it just pulls up like that? You see? Then once you have it all like this, again, you want to be very gentle, because it is sticking to the mat. You see, I got some paper stuck to the mat. It is sticking to the mat, so you don't want to rip it. So you just very gently pull it off, just like that. And then you get to rolling and make your pretty flowers. Okay, so I'm back. I have it halfway done. Look how pretty. I wish I could, hold on. Let me see if you can get to the top of that. I don't have it glued down just yet, so that's what it's looking like. So yes, it will take, I'm sorry about that. It's gonna take about 36 flowers. So that is 9 sheets of cardstock, and that is using a 12 by 12 inch cardstock. This is, you could use this in any color you want. I decided to use red. I'm gonna use red for mine. Yeah, and again, I showed you how to do it. It's very simple, it's very easy, and after I get done putting all this down, then I'm going to glue it down, and then I will put the name on the glass. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm on my last flower. Last flower. So this is a 36 rose shadow box. That is what, 3 dozen? 3 dozen roses? So cute. Anyway, so the name though, like you could put whatever you want. You could put the person's actual name, like Aisha, and then you could put the baby's names. I call myself Mimi when it comes to my grandkids, so I'm going to put Mimi. And then I'll put my grandbabies around and make space just in case you get more grandbabies, right? Or, you know, if you want to do it for, I was just thinking about a lot of different things. You know, it doesn't always have to be a Mother's Day gift. You could also just do it as a just because, or maybe a birthday present or something as well. Or you could put the actual person's name on it, you know, or I love you. Look how pretty that is. 36 roses. And I really can't show you the whole thing because I don't have it glued down and it will fall. So I'm going to flip the camera around right now so I can show you. I have my heat gun. I mean, not my heat gun. My glue gun is getting warm. It's almost there. And I'm going to glue one together. And I'm also going to glue it down to the canvas of this frame. So that way, when I do fully create the shadow box, the roses will not shift. Okay, so I just want to show you. I'm going to take one rose off like this. And first you have to put some hot glue on the end tip right there so that you can glue the rose together. So you just want to put a little hot glue right there on the tip of that, just like that. And then set it down, press it a little bit. And then that's one, okay? Move this aside. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and put some glue on this canvas. You see how I'm doing that? And then I'm going to press that flower down. Because you don't want it to move. Good? Then I'll go ahead and finish the rest of these and I will be right with you. Okay, so I have the shadow box all done. Isn't that pretty? Let me see. Let me get some light in here for you. Hold on one second. See, this is why I said I need production. Somebody help me with my videos because, yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to do. But anyways, look how pretty that turned out. Isn't that pretty? Yes, very pretty. So now it's time to put the words on there. I put a few fingerprints on it too. This is transfer tape, and this is a permanent black vinyl that I'm going to use. This is a shiny matte. No, actually, it's a glossy. It's a glossy black permanent vinyl that I'm going to put on this. So I put, like I said, Mimi, and I put my grandbaby's names on it because I'm going to make this for me. But you can make it however you want, or if you want me to make it, just let me know. You could put the person's name. If she's a Gigi, you could put a Gigi. If she's a Mimi, if she's a grandma, if it's a mommy, or if you want to put the mom's name and the kids' names around it, you can do that. Even if you're, okay, I don't know why I'm not having a good time getting this out, but even if maybe the person is deceased or something, I thought what would be a good idea too is just put their names on there and put it with, you know, your stuff. I think that this is actual, I'm having some difficulties getting this out. I don't know why, but anyways, so yeah, there's so many things that you can do, and it doesn't have to be red. It could be any color you like. It could be that special person's favorite color that you can, you know, design it for them as well. If you're not into designing and you don't know, just let me know. I'll help you out with that. I'll help you design it. Something special for Mother's Day, something special for just because, or just a great way to memorize somebody. This is customized to how you want it. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my parts with the vinyl, and then I will be right back to show you how it looks. Okay, so we are almost done. So now I am weeding the vinyl. This is a permanent vinyl to stick onto hard surfaces, not like the heat press vinyl. This will just stick down. This is supposed to be easy weed as well, but I always say go slow because even though it says easy weed, your stuff could still come up. So just very gently pull it. See? Now the difference between this and the heat transfer one is in the heat transfer one, you would have mirrored it. Let me set this camera up a little bit. You would have mirrored it so it would actually read backwards. But with this one, you want it to read to you that way because when you're going to stick it down, you're going to stick it down the right way. So you don't want your vinyl, it's not heat transfer. You don't want your vinyl to be backwards. Only when you do the heat transfer, when you're doing that on a t-shirt, do you want that. Okay. So I'll go ahead and show you this. I have Mimi and I have Kiani so far. And so then what you would do is you get some not heat transfer. I need to stop saying that, Aisha. Transfer paper. This is transfer tape. Okay. And you're going to basically use this transfer tape to do your thing, to stick it. So I'm going to cut the transfer tape to about a little bit more than the size of this. Okay. Because what I'm going to do, the sticky part right now is on this transfer part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my transfer tape, open it up, if you can. Come on, there you go. Take it off like that, right? Then you're going to put it down on your piece very gently. Oops, no wrinkles. You don't want any wrinkles. I'm going to show you guys. Just give me 1 second. Let me get this good. I have a scraper. Let me show you. See it? I'm just going to scrape. This gets all of the bubbles. Plus, it will make the vinyl stick to the transfer tape, and that's what you want. You want it to stick to the transfer tape, so that way when you pull it up, now watch when I pull it up, okay? When I pull this up, I can pull the letters. You want the letters to transfer over to the transfer tape, and then you take this part off. You see? You might have to help pinch it a little bit, or you could use your tool to get that going again. But that's what you want. You want your letters to come off onto the transfer tape like that. You see? Now it's on this. See? And then that is what I will lay my box down. You see what I'm doing? Lay my box down, and I will put this, I want this right in the center, just like that. And now you rub with your tool. Because now you want your letters to stick to the glass of your project, right? You want it to stick to your project and not the tape. Then you very gently pull the transfer tape back. And you see how it's staying on the project now and it's not on the transfer tape? Look at that. Mimi. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and I'll be right with you to show you the finished product. Okay, so I'm on the last name to put on here. Got my transfer tape. I'm gonna put it on my design. Scrape, 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 scrape. Because you want that to lift up on your transfer tape, okay? So make sure you scrape it down. Let me see if I can get a good picture for you. Maybe not, we'll see, okay? Then when you go to lift it up, see, that's the name on the transfer tape. Then you want to make sure that when you pull it, the backing off, that the name is coming on, your print is coming onto the transfer tape. And if it needs a little help, you just give it a little help. Just like this. Just making sure everything is good, it's stuck on to the transfer tape. Just like that. Just like that. Very gently. Morning. It's my granddaughter. Her name is Morning. And I'm just going to put her right here because she's a little lady. Right up underneath me. Mimi. And scrape. You see how I'm scraping? That's so that it will stick to your project. Then very gently pull it up and it's all done. So cute. Look at that. See, Kiani, Kamari, Morning for Mimi. This is a beautiful Mother's Day project. Beautiful Mother's Day project. What do you think? I love it. I think it turned out wonderful. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos just like this, give me a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. It's coming. Get your ideas ready.